But one wave it came over and washed over right over the back of the boat and just swamped it. I started handing everybody their life jackets and just put them on. I started to get mine on. That's when the boat had sank. I didn't have enough time to get my life jacket on. I knew I had to get to the top of the 6-foot roller for them to see me. And once the roller came, I rode the roller up to the top of the wave, and it brought me out of the water up to about my waist. And I started yelling and screaming. They came over, and they pulled my girlfriend and her daughter out. And then they pulled my friend Kaylee out. And when I got on the boat, I told them, I said, look, I still have another person out in the water. But she can't swim. I said, the last place we saw her, she was holding on to the bow of the boat. Thank the guy. The whole time he was there, I thanked him. I kept thanking him. I was like, dude, because I told him, I said, look, if I didn't make it to that 95 bridge, if you guys weren't out there and I didn't make it to that 95 bridge, everybody on my boat would have lived. Except for me, I wouldn't have been able to make it. Because I had a broken shoulder. I tore my shoulder like a couple days before that. And I didn't have a life jacket on to keep me up, so I had to constantly move my arms, my legs, to keep me above water. And my shoulder was giving out on me every time I moved it. And if it were to win another 20 minutes, I'd have been dead.
About a quarter of a mile south of the I-95 bridge, we started hitting strong hail, 50 to 60 mile an hour winds, and 5 to 6 foot breakers. My wife saw a flash of orange off to the right, so we crabbed the boat over to the right a little bit and found a guy in his 20s, 2 girls, and a 3-year-old baby huddled together with their flotation on, with no boat. And they were hysterical. When we got there, all we kept hearing was, save our baby, save our baby. So we proceeded to come up and around to get them onto the starboard side of the boat. It was the guy that informed us that they were still missing somebody. It was a young lady who was on the boat with them, got separated when the boat flipped, and we found out later that she couldn't swim. This was only the second time she was on a boat. So we looked around for a little while. At this point in time, the storm was starting to subside a little bit. We were down to probably 40, 45 mile an hour winds and 4 and 5 foot seas. We saw another flash of orange off to the right, and as we got closer, we found the young lady hugging the 18 inches of bow of a 1959 Whirlwind, I believe it was, a wooden boat. It was vertical with its nose sticking out of the water, bobbing its way down the river, and she was hugging the nose of it.
It took more than one try. She did not want to let go of that bow because she couldn't swim. And if we hadn't come along to her, she had a life preserver around her neck, but it wasn't attached. If she had let go of the boat and not known, and she didn't know how to swim, she probably would have drowned. She kept screaming, no, I can't swim, I'm not letting go, I'm not letting go, I can't swim. David brought the boat in real close to her, and we reached down and dragged her into the boat, so she didn't have to let go. I know this isn't always what somebody wants to hear, but I think it was in God's hands. We were in the right place at the right time.